Years ago, I'll never forget this. I was in a hospital. It was the second church I ever pastored, visiting the family of a man that was dying. He was 75 to 80 years old. Lots of money, lots of money. And you walk into that room and you could just feel the chill. There was an iciness there. I was there. The guy was not my parishioner, but his son was. And the son was stoic. The wife is stoic. The father is dying. And I tried to, hey, you got any good memories of him? Nope, I don't. Any kind of, nope. He didn't want to talk about that man. And I'll never forget, the nurse finally came in and she said to the family, do you see that line right there on the screen? That line means he's gone. And as soon as she said, that man is dead, and fell on his dad and began to pound the mattress. And I'll never forget, he's crying. He said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know what he was sorry about. I don't know what happened to that family. They were a wealthy family, and that was a miserable experience. And after being there for a while, I left that room and started to walk down the hall, and across the hall, there's another lady, ironically, or God, she was about the same age as the man who just died. And she's there in the bed, and the family is gathered in there. And I didn't know them, but I could hear them laughing, so I said, what was going to go on? And I kind of stood in the doorway, and they said, yeah, I remember when Grandma tried to teach me how to drive the straight drive, and da-da-da-da, and everybody started laughing. I remember when Granny knit me this blanket. I said I wanted this kind of blanket, and she knit it for me. She was such a wonderful lady. I remember when I was going through a hard time in college, and I just got a letter in the mail from Granny just saying, I'm praying for, just person after person after person talking about this lady who's laying there unconscious, dying. And then somebody said, you know, why don't we just sing one of Granny's old hymns? I can't remember what hymn it was, but they all just joined in and started singing one of Granny's old hymns. And I stood there thinking, the contrast. This man with all the money in the world, dying in a cold, emotionally stone environment. And this lady, who evidently didn't have a lot of money, she was kind of a country lady, surrounded by granddaughters and grandsons and children and great-grandchildren who are rising up and calling her blessed. That's what Paul's saying. Why, ladies, would you trade your birthright in for that when you could have that? That's what it means by good works.